Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the Morning Minute Meditation. Thank you for dropping by today. Hope you're doing well in your neck of the woods. Drinking a good cup of coffee this morning, and I appreciate the Lord giving us this great pleasure to sit down in the early morning hours with His Word and a good cup of coffee and fellowship with the Lord. The Apostle Paul stood before a Roman ruler by the name of Felix, and he gave Felix the gospel. He preached salvation to Felix. Here was Felix's response. The Bible said in Acts 24:25, and as he reasoned of righteousness, temperance, judgment to come, Felix trembled and answered, "Go thy way, for this time, when I have a convenient season, I'll call for thee." The Apostle Paul gave the truth of the gospel with its power cut to the quick of the heart of this man by the name of Felix, and showed him his need of giving his heart to Christ. Felix, wanting to be saved, but not now, said this: at a more convenient season, when I have a better time, I'll respond to the gospel. I'll call for you then, and I'll get help from you then. I recently was witnessing to a man, and that was the basic response of this young man as well. I'll talk to you about this some other time. Well, may I say there may not be another time. In Spokane, Washington, the date, of course, was going to be, if I remember right, was June the 13th, 1889. There was an article that had come out in the paper about the need for a fire department. And it was an article really begging the city officials to fund a fire department. It was in response to the Great Seattle Fire, for earlier that month, June the 6th, 1889. The Great Seattle Fire had taken place and had absolutely wiped out Seattle. And so the newspaper and citizens were begging the political machine of Spokane to get them a fire department. And their answer was simply, we need one. We do. We're going to have one day, but not right now. And they put it off. 2 months later, August the 4th, 1889, the Great Spokane Fire happened. Swept through the business district of Spokane and burned everything to the ground. You see, there was not a more convenient season than the present time. For you, my dearly beloved, the season is now. Now is the accepted time. Right now is the day of salvation. But there may be other things going on in your life that you're wobbling on the axle about. May I say that if God's brought it to you, God's going to see you through it, and you just need to go ahead and bite the bullet, to use a cliche, and go ahead and make a decision and move on now. Hey, think about these things today. There is no greater season than the present. Have a great day. And by the way, don't forget that cup of coffee.